comments. I'm talking about facts. You won't even respond to the facts.
Because I don't view it the same way.
It ain't about what you view. It either happened or it didn't. Just like with this money. You either did it or you didn't. There's no feelings behind it.
But I'm telling you the truth about the money and you don't believe me.
Neither does the test.
But
imagine that.
But like the test asked me a question, I couldn't say I don't remember or
because it's either yes or no. Because all he asked you is, did you take it? You gonna say you don't know if you took it? Is that what you're saying? You wish you could have said you didn't know whether or not you took it?
I'm talking about that one question about the distribution of the money. He asked.
Well, you didn't pass as to whether or not you stole it either.
Big one?
You did not pass as to if you stole the money.
Yes, I did. How could you say that?
Really? Where was that? Where was that? Where was that? There was no deception in that?
No.
So you passed that part.
You
passed that part of the test?
Cindy, I did not steal.
Did you pass that part of the test?
I think I did.
You don't remember?
It didn't say I didn't pass that part. It just said that other questions were asked, and it showed some deception.
And that means what?
But it didn't mean that particular question.
It was it, and all the questions in reference to whether or not you stole the money.
But the one that showed the deception was, did I have anything to do with distribution?
So you're only going back to that one little question. That's the only question where the test registered.
That's where it was.
But none of the other questions you don't know whether or not there was deception. Just that one question.
I know there was no deception.
I didn't ask you that. I said you're saying it only showed deception on that one question as to whether or not you dispersed the funds, but showed no answer whatsoever as to whether or not you stole it. Is that what you're telling me?
To my understanding.
So whether or not you stole the money, nothing registered on that.
To my understanding, they shouldn't have. Like I said, I didn't see the graph.
I ain't about the graph. You have the report.
I know, but he didn't say I lied about that.
It didn't say you lied about that.
About stealing the money. That question.
So what were you deceptive on?
I told you.
Just that one question. That's your 92%?
I told you after it was over,
I'm not talking about after it's over. I'm talking about the direct questions.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, you just try to go after the test. The direct questions. Did you pass or fail? You failed. I'm sorry, Jim?
I know. Oh, he's talking on his phone.
Oh. You jumping all around it.
No, I did not fail on that part.
I'd like you to point that out. Where does it say that?
It didn't particularly say that.
Right, because the questions were grouped as to whether or not you stole it, as to whether or not you ever had any of the funds.
And?
What? You didn't pass. Why are you trying to act like you did?
But
And there's no way, if you have nothing to do with something, that you could fail something like that. That's about as direct a question as you can get.
It didn't say on that paper that I failed that particular question.
Oh my goodness. You know what? So you failed 92% of the test. You failed 92%, and you're gonna tell me it's only one question.
92%? Where you keep saying that?
Check the last page. You don't. So you didn't read through it? I guess you didn't, or you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have sent that part to me either.
No, I was just trying to not send it to you.
Then you wouldn't have cut it up at all.
I put it away. So.
You wouldn't have cut it up at all if you weren't trying to hide something.
Now,
I mean, that right there alone speaks to dishonesty. Especially after having to go through all of this, and you have the nerve to just divvy up what you're going to show me, but you have nothing to hide.
But I told you that was not.
It doesn't matter. You cut it up. What are you hiding? Why can't I hear about whatever you... even if he did write a separate report about what you talked about after the fact, why would you hide that from me?
Because it would take some explaining because...
Oh, come on. Come on. You're actually going to sit here and act like you hide bits of information, but it's not hiding? I have nothing to hide.
That 92% was on that question, Cindy. It was not on all
It was on the test period.
It did not mean 90% of the... It says a probability on the chart on the computerized scoring algorithm. I know what you're talking about, but see, you're grouping it all together.
Absolutely.
You're talking about...
So there's only 8% that you might have told the truth on.
On that one question.
It ain't about one question. It's about the whole test.
No.
What do you mean, no? So you're going to tell me he asked you a bunch of questions, but he only scored you on one question?
No, he's going on... I'm just talking about on that one question. It showed the probability of...
So that's what you're saying. All of that deception, where it came up deceptive, it's only in regard to that one question.